Sometimes, winning love feels exactly like losing yourself. Because after the wedding, after the priest said the words, after the doors opened and Femi walked in with that empty, defeated look, nothing tasted like victory. Femi hated me. And honestly, he had every right to. I stole the woman he loved. I betrayed the brother who trusted me with everything. I broke the bond we had spent a lifetime building. My whole family looked at me differently. Mom, she couldn't even hide her disappointment. And Dad barely spoke to me. Nobody said it out loud. But I knew. I became the stranger in my own home. And yet, a sick part of me kept whispering, it was worth it. Because you're with the woman you love. But guilt has a way of sitting on your chest like a heavy stone. I hadn't seen Femi since the wedding. He disappeared. No calls. No text. No messages. I went to his office. They said he hadn't shown up. I checked his apartment. Empty. It felt like looking for a ghost. Femi, where are you? I whispered it to myself more times than I could count. But nothing. This was supposed to be my honeymoon. But instead of thinking about Olivia, I was thinking about my brother. About the man I had destroyed without even meaning to. At night, I lay beside my wife. Cold, distant. And she didn't understand why. She would touch my shoulder. Ask what was wrong. And I would just turn away. Because how could I look her in the eyes? When I knew she was married to a lie. I kept wondering. How long until she finds out? Days passed. A week. Then another. Still no sign of Femi. Until one afternoon. He just walked into the living room like nothing had happened. It was the first time he was seeing her in person. And the way he looked at her, I saw it. That pain of a man greeting the woman who should have been his. Femi being Femi. He buried everything inside and forced a smile.
Hi, our wife. It's so great to finally meet you.
I stared at him like he had grown two heads. What was he doing? Where was the anger? The confrontation? The truth? Why was he pretending nothing happened?
It's my first time meeting you, Liam. Would you mind having dinner with us?
I'd be delighted.
I stood there in shock. My own brother. Now sitting at the table like we were one happy family. I couldn't read him. I didn't know what he wanted. Revenge, peace, or something else entirely. But that night, everything changed. Femi began visiting more often after that dinner. And somehow, slowly, the brothers we used to be began to return. He teased me. He talked to Olivia kindly. He acted like a big brother again. But underneath, I knew something was boiling. And I was right. One afternoon, I went to the office, the company we co-owned with our father. Femi called me inside. His face was stiff serious. The door closed, and finally, after weeks of silence, he exploded.
You ruined my life, Liam. You had one job and you stole her from me.
I didn't steal her, Femi. You started the lie. You came so late to your own wedding. I loved her first. I found her first. And I trusted you, Liam.
Those words cut deeper than any knife. The argument grew louder. We didn't know someone was outside. A soft knock interrupted us. And when we turned, Olivia was standing there, with a lunch bag in her hand. Her eyes wide, red, wet. She dropped the food.
What? What are you talking about? Which one of you is Liam? Who is Femi? Who I'm married to exactly?
I stepped forward.
Olivia, wait. I can explain. I wanted to tell you. Please.
She stepped back immediately.
Don't you dare touch me. I trusted you and you lied to me.
Then she turned and ran out of the office, leaving both of us frozen in our guilt. I chased her home. She was already in the bedroom, throwing clothes into a bag with shaking hands.
Olivia, please, let's talk about this. You can't leave like this. Just let me explain.
I don't even know who I married or who I love anymore. It's all been a lie. I left my life and come to Nigeria and this is what I got. And this is what I got from you, Femi. Or should I say Liam? Everything was a lie and I trusted you.
And I watched the woman I loved walk out of our house with her suitcase, just like that. Olivia went to her parents' house. She didn't answer calls. She didn't reply to texts. Every day, Femi and I drove there separately. We dropped flowers at her doorstep, notes, apologies, gifts. I sometimes sat on the porch waiting to see if she would open the window, but she never did. And the gates remained closed. Days passed. We apologized until our voices cracked. We begged until the night swallowed us. We argued, cried, blamed ourselves, then blamed the silence. But Olivia said nothing. We were two grown men standing in the ruins of our own choices. And this is where life became cruelly complicated. Because Olivia was hurt. Deeply hurt. But she was also confused, torn in two. She didn't know who she truly loved. Was it the man she chatted with for a year? The man whose heart she connected with first? The careful, quiet, mature soul who comforted her every night? Femi? Or was it the man she married? The man she spent time with, laughed with, and built new memories with? Me. Two versions of the same love. Two different pieces of her heart. And the problem now, the real problem. Olivia doesn't know which one of us she loves. Not anymore. And that is how our story ends for now. Broken. Unfinished. And Olivia is standing right between us. Trying to choose. Trying to heal. Trying to understand which one of us her heart was truly meant for. And I don't know who she will pick. But I know one thing, either way. Someone will be shattered. And someone will be saved.